This is the Bigme Color e-ink tablet. You can write on it, you can read on it. 7 inches, comes with a case. We're gonna go through the unboxing. While we're doing that, I'm also gonna go through all of the specs, show you some footage on this, kind of work through some notes, different things like that. Again, this is by Bigme, and this is the B751C model, and it's 7 inches. So let's jump into the unboxing right now. So as we're going through this, a couple things we want to emphasize. It is a Kaleido 3-color e-screen. It is not an LCD screen, so you need to know that. It also has the auto clean ghosting technology for better display and faster refresh rate. It does come with an expandable drive. The RAM is 4 gigabytes, 64 gigabytes space. You can also upgrade that with a USB or micro USB card to 1 terabyte. It supports layers, canvas, lasso tools, more than 100 practical note templates, hand-drawn shapes with single strokes, lasso tools. It also comes with a Bigme GPT 4.0 AI that will help you with note-taking and stuff like that. So we'll do one box at a time, and we'll go here. So this is going to be your case. Obviously this is black, and you can see right there it has a holder for the pen. The stylus, not a pen. So we're gonna keep this boxing here. Very clean logo right here. Protective case. And you just throw the pen right in here. So let's actually jump into the tablet now. There's our pen instruction manual. So here is the tablet. And I always love the design of the people that wrap stuff, right? I don't want to ruin the wrap. There we go. Nice. On the back, we've kind of got this leather that you can see right there. The e-ink. And then the back is we've got this leather and this grip here. And then here's our stylus. Multiple buttons here. Batteries right in here. And it looks like it's just one. So I most likely will use our rechargeable ones, and then the cap just screws back on. So again, let's move some of these out of the way that we don't need. We're gonna have the case, the pen, in the small white box, we're most likely going to have our owner's manual and our charger. I always like to show the chargers. So warranty card, quick start guide, FCC stickers, different items like that. Our charging is a USB to USB-C type right there. Keep those there. And then I want to guess that this might be extra portions for the pen. Oh, nice. This is for the expandable drive, which is going to be right here. And there you can put the micro SD right in there, so that's full. So, and one other little piece, yep, little grabber so that you can grab those out, little tweezers so you can pull those out. Nice. Okay, so let me make sure this stylus is charged and everything's powered on, and then go through the manual, use it for a second so then I can demo to it and show you what this looks like when you jump in and get involved. And I'll show you some of the drawings, some of the reading, some books, different things like that. Okay, we're gonna go through this together because I think it's important when you go through the startup guide to kind of go through together. So I'm gonna go step by step. If you want to skip this part, you can, but so we're gonna go English, agree to the privacy policy. You can see welcome to use AI note, click to initialize settings. So it's going to have kind of your sensor, you know, flicks your double finger up and down, switch the page, refresh, swipe up and down, and gest, all of your gestures, different things like that. So you can see all of the settings there. Go to the next step. Here's your pen, which is nice. Your stylus, not a pen, excuse me. So 1, holding them both, right? It's a calibration. 2, it's the wake up button, which is the bottom one right here. 3, which is the erase button. And 4, when you rotate that, you can basically read to the battery. So, which is nice. We're gonna go to the next step. Please select a Wi-Fi. So we would connect our device to our Wi-Fi. So I'll go ahead and do that and then just skip ahead just a little bit. Okay, so we're connected and I've kind of played around with it. The nice thing is it has user guides when you jump in. And so you can use your fingers for a lot of this. You can shrink things down, you can delete files, you can save files. But when you see the home button right up here, again, that's going to take you home. So you can do meet recordings, you can do notes, you can go to library, storage, you can go to the app center, you can go to office. There's a lot of different things that you can do here. And so when you go to the app store, right, you can see all of the different things here. You can go to the Google Play Store, Kindle, music, settings. And again, just to remind you, this is an e-ink tablet, right? And so it's different from an LCD screen. I can see that it came with a full charge. I've connected the internet. I'm gonna go into notes really quick, and you can also use your finger with a lot of these things. So I'm just gonna go into notes and do maybe an example note and show you, okay, this is an example note. I can mark this if I wanted to, strike through like this. I can write on it. Obviously, I can change the size of my stylus, different things like that. Change to a ballpoint pen. It's a little bit smaller. You can see there. And it's really true to form as far as your writing, your handwriting. So again, so now we've got to the e-reading portion here where you can see I'm just holding the book with my hand, and I have some options, right, as I'm still learning the gestures and, you know, sliding left, sliding right, looking at this. You can see that it's just going through page by page. I can click here to sign up. This is Scribner and Simon & Schuster. So this is a book that I have not purchased yet. It's kind of a demo book. I can climb up and sign up and download the book if I want to do that. And so we also have this information here about the book. You can see at the bottom, 1% read, how much we have left. And as we scroll through, I can see the text, right? I also have the option, if you saw that when I just pinch, to make the text a little bit smaller, or, you know, to expand that or stretch that out. I can make that bigger. So if I go home and I click on that home button, you can see I have some other EPUB books that I can hear, Age of Deception, The Foxhole Court, different things like that. So when we go down, we have a lot of different settings here. We can also go to the App Store, which I showed you earlier, as long as we're connected to the internet. So we have a browser, we can go to the cloud, we can, you know, manage these. We have the GPT here. You'll need to sign up for an account for that. We can do the sound recorder, which is nice because it'll pick up the audio. So just while using the app. And so I click allow. And if I'm going to click record, you'll notice that it will hopefully start recording. There we go. So as I'm recording, it's picking up the audio recording of what I'm saying right now on the device. And then I can actually just stop recording, and you'll see here that actually I play it back. Start recording. There we go. So as I'm recording, it's picking up. So here's your speaker here. Of what I'm saying. Here's your speaker here. Your USB-C charging port here. This is your expandable memory here. And then on the top, you have your power button here. So let's jump into a few of the specs here, because I want to give you specifics about, you know, the device itself, how much it can hold, and different things like that. So again, the memory is 64 gigabytes. It's expandable. It's 7 inches on the screen size. It's 1264 by 1680 pixels. And I'm going to put this in the case and snap this in so you can see the protective case here. And then our pen just slides, stylus, I keep saying pen, just slides in here. It does have a third-party ecosystem with Android 11 kind of as the operating system here. It also has the automatic ghosting elimination algorithm, so it's not going to leave any kind of the e-ink sitting on the screen, different things like that. So as I jump around, you can move. We don't get a lot of latency as I'm sliding these. We don't get a lot of drag, I guess, is what you would call it. You can see here's a task list if I wanted to add a bunch of tasks, so you can use it like as a daily planner. I think the other thing is with the 3-color e-ink screen, It takes colorful notes and powerful tools, and it makes them a little bit come to life, pop to life, instead of just your black and white with the 3-color ink screen. So I'm going to use this and play with this for a couple hours, and I'll come back and kind of do a final review. Okay, so some final thoughts on the Bigme e-ink tablet. So let's just go over again some core specifics. It's got the black and white 300 ppi, colors 150 ppi. It includes the case, pen, auto ghost elimination. It's got the 2.3 gigahertz camera in the core, and then the RAM internal. The RAM is 4 gigabytes. The internal is 64 gigabytes with an expandable memory of 1 terabyte. So yes, you can expand it to 1 terabyte. It will connect to 2.4 gig or 5 gig Wi-Fi. It has the physical turn page buttons. I showed you that on the inside of the device, and you can see right here, these are the physical buttons to change the pages. It runs on Android 11 OS Global. It does have handwriting font, and the length is 136.2 millimeters, and the width is 155 millimeters. The thickness is 75 millimeters. It weighs 212 grams. So that's the specifics. So I think this is a huge step up from just your traditional e-reader by other companies that you might have an e-reader for. I won't name them specifically, but you probably know who I'm talking about. And I think this is a step up between that and your full LCD gaming tablet. And the cost for this and the value is a lot better than those, kind of medium is what you're going for here. The other thing that I really like is the rapid refresh rate. So having used e-readers in the past from other very large companies, is sometimes when you're flicking through pages, you get that latency where the e-ink from the previous page stays there. With this one, going through books and kind of switching and changing fonts and different sizes and different things like that, I didn't see any of that. You also have a ton of different options here as far as brightness and apps. And again, it's running on Android. So if you're looking for a small, again, this is square, right? Basically almost right, 7 inches square, a little bit less than that. But if you're looking for something small that can fit, in some big back pockets, but in a suitcase, briefcase, backpack, really nice. It does come with a pen, which is something that I really like. The traditional e-reader, especially on the e-ink, don't usually come with pens. So I think that's a huge addition that they've added to this. So they do have different versions of this. This is the B751C Color ebook. They do have a black and white ebook tablet reader, and that you can do it. And I really love the note-taking app, so I can just write on it, keep my notes, and save those as files and use them for later. So if you're looking for something in this price range that has all of these features, the Bigme Color ebook reader tablet is going to be absolutely fantastic for you. I appreciate you watching. Thanks so much.